Right now, the Archdiocese of St. Louis is celebrating Mass in honor of Pope Francis. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay has been on this story since it broke overnight. She joins us live from the Central West End with the local reaction of the Pope's passing. Mercedes?
Kay, Mass just started here at noon at the Cathedral Basilica. I was able to look inside before Mass started. It's a pretty decent crowd in there. There's actually a picture of Pope Francis at the front of the church with candles around it. Now, it's already been mentioned several times, but a couple of people I spoke to just kept saying how Pope Francis was a pope for the people. So that's definitely his legacy here in St. Louis as well as across the country. The Archdiocese of St. Louis invited Catholics and men and women of all faiths to come celebrate the life of Pope Francis at Mass today. Archbishop Mitchell Rosansky will then be addressing the press after Mass at 1 p.m. This morning, Archbishop Rosansky thanked God for the great gift of the Pope over the past 12 years. He said, quote, "As a shepherd of the universal church, Pope Francis lived out the words of the gospel until his passing into eternity." Reaction from people in St. Louis and across the country have been pouring in since Pope Francis's passing this morning. One theme that keeps getting brought up is the humble way he led the Catholic Church.
Pope Francis' service as a Jesuit priest, then bishop and Archbishop of Buenos Aires, and his election as our Holy Father has been marked by great humility. His unceasing concern for the poor demonstrated to us how we may live out the gospel in our world.
Kay, there has been speculation that Cardinal Raymond Burke, who is actually the Archbishop here in St. Louis from 2004 to 2008, is one of the front runners. He's actually one of the 2 American cardinals who's listed in a book that was released back in 2020 called The Next Pope. He's one of 19 cardinals listed in that book as possible cardinals to now lead the Catholic Church. Live in the Central West End, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
All right, thank you, Mercedes. Francis's body will lie in state in an open coffin in St. Peter's Basilica. A pope's funeral typically occurs within 4 to 6 days after his death. In accordance with his wishes, Francis is expected to be buried at the ancient Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore, which lies outside the Vatican's walls. His successor will be chosen during a conclave, a gathering of cardinals who are charged with electing a new pope. It's done in strict seclusion at the Vatican. The cardinals vote 3 times each day to decide who will be the next pope. If there's a vote of no, you see gray smoke coming from the Sistine Chapel. If they have a majority vote, the smoke is white. The process could take up to 2 to 3 days.